positioning. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 7. Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
We go, son. Mike Smith. Ready? We go. Check.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Now they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Darnold from the gun. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go now. Time to end it. There we go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And some room to roam now. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Saquon Barkley, 83 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They're running it.
Darnold now to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
What's that? Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, watch that, hey, watch the ball.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Downs. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
A first down carry by Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On first down, Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
For the field goal, a 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dobbs throwing the out route incomplete. It's Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A first-half update now from Philadelphia. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Barkley unable to get away on the first down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Dobbs finding some room in midfield. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Dobbs. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here's Dobbs to throw, and that's complete. It's Watson. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Dobbs now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. Flushed out right. That one complete. Elliott. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now Elliott. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Dobbs gets it off to Freeman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Throwing again. Dobbs. And this is incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Dobbs. This is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? On 2nd and 11 now. Dobbs. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Back's mine.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. And Watson has it right side. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On second and a couple. Dobbs. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Dobbs. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. It's Barkley on the counter, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Here's Dobbs to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Dobbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 21 yards away. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Bears 17.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Again, it's Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Dobbs. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. Dobbs now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. From the gun, Dobbs. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dobbs gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Dobbs is throwing. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's get off the field, D.
Back to throw, Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 10th carry now for Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 36 yards on the play.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. This is the tight end fan. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This one from 35 yards away. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check. 36. Young lady. Spons. No.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's 3rd and short. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs, needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on to punt for Chicago. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun. Dobbs. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Outside. 50. Mike 50. Yeah.
Back to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Darnold for the red zone now. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. And his kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Chicago, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.